Hi, I'm Dave, and I know comics. Too bad Zack Snyder doesn't. Do you want a director that DC inexplicably has an obsession with? Do you want a director that seems to forget that colors exist? And do you want a director whose movies might get trimmed down to a normal runtime if he didn't overuse slow-mo? Then allow me to introduce to you my client for Dave Knows Comics Honest Promos, the poor man's Michael Bay, the artsy Brett Ratner, woo woo woo, you know it, Zack Snyder. Behold, a great example of one of the internet's greatest flaws, where a vocal minority manages to get a lot of attention even though they're completely wrong. And yes, I know I'm guilty of indulging them myself here on the internet, but honestly, anyone who demands a Zack Snyder cut of Justice League is just too easy to make fun of. Oh, but I know, they're a really serious group. Remember, they had that protest outside of Warner Brothers. Funny how few people mentioned that it was a protest of only about 13 people. That's right, not 13,000, not even 1,300, just 13. 1-3. Yeah, that's right, Disney must be paying off everybody else in the entire world except for those 13. Good for you guys, you're the real Justice League. Or maybe you guys could just accept that with all of his slow motion, his drab color scheme, and his moody atmosphere, and his failure to understand plot or stories or have common sense, that Zack Snyder is really just a glorified music video director for a screamo band. Think I'm being too harsh? Well, just try and listen to him attempt to explain plot holes like, why didn't Superman just use his super hearing in order to find his mom when Lex Luthor kidnapped her? He claims that there was a scene that wasn't in the movie where Supes tries to use his super hearing, but instead hears the cries of the entire world, and he knows that if he focuses on just Martha, he'll be ignoring everyone else. Even though by not using his super hearing at all, he's still ignoring everyone else even if he doesn't save Martha. Why did I say that name? But anyway, with that, I guess it means that we can forgive him for seemingly not ever reading a comic book. Because with logic like that, I'm not sure that he can even read at all. You know what? If the DC multiverse theory is true, there must be something to say about our universe, because we somehow managed to be the only universe to get a Batman vs Superman movie that sucked. Oh, but it's not just Batman vs. Superman. It's like he almost always has to do something to piss fans off. Like changing the ending to Watchmen, Superman breaking a neck, Batman using guns, or, just continuing to direct instead of just bringing other famous filmmakers coffee. In the end, if you have an IQ that's lower than your own shoe size, if you hate the medium of film, and if you think comic book movies need to be total crap, then allow me to introduce to you my client for Dave Knows Comics Honest Promos, a guy that isn't fit to direct traffic, a guy who should probably give his paychecks back to Warner Brothers, and a guy who follows in DC Comics' proud tradition of hiring edgy dumbasses who hate comic book characters, Zack Snyder. Hey, if all you wanted was a guy to make movies that are way too long and drawn out, why not go with Peter Jackson? He's done with those Hobbit movies. It's not like he's got anything else to do.